unboxing is Mooncakes Mean Family by Benson Shum. And Benson, I've been following him along like from social media. And so what I've learned is he's a Disney animator. So of course that means he's an incredible illustrator. And he also has been prolific lately. I'm sure he has to, stay up late to do both animation and write and illustrate children's books, because I know Disney is quite busy if you're an animator. It's like literally the most difficult job to get as an animator. This is published by Penguin Workshop, and the story is about these two bunnies, Jade and Crystal. They love the Mid-Autumn Festival because it means it's time to make a tasty treat, mooncakes. Join the sisters and the rest of their family as they celebrate the holiday together. So my son and I were just in Chinatown last week, like mid-August, and there was like I don't know it's the Mid-Autumn Festival is definitely like more in the fall where you have mooncakes, but there was another festival, like they kind of shut down a bunch of streets and they had performers, and I don't know if it was mooncake oriented, but I could have sworn it was like Mid-Autumn Festival. Maybe it's Mid-August Festival, and I just got confused. But I didn't even know like there was a festival in Chinatown. I mean, I've heard of Mid-Autumn, but I don't know, what that one was, but it looked great. And so they're actually going to make their own mooncakes with a salted egg yolk in the middle that represents the sun. No, the moon. And they were a treat because the mooncake does represent the moon, and it's also like I think in Chinese celebrations, there's usually not a lot of sweets. Like there's not really that much of a dessert culture. I know growing up, we would at restaurants get like orange slices, and sometimes my mom would make this steamed sweet rice kind of dessert with like preserved fruit in it, which was not my particular favorite, but like that's what she would make in like the rice cooker. And then more recently we started to get like, because I don't think it was like from where my dad grew up in China, which was more closer to Shanghai. Maybe it's like a different part of China. Maybe it's more southern. But our Chinese restaurant that's definitely more like Cantonese food would give us like a sweet soup for dessert, which like it had taro and like, I don't know, like mochi balls, which my kids didn't like it. But honestly, I like any kind of soup. I like that. So I feel like mooncakes they are a big treat. They're just very dense because the filling's either sweet red bean paste, or they're like lotus seed. They're all sort of, it's kind of like onko, which is like the Japanese sweet red bean paste, but onko is a little bit more refined, like it's harder to make. So it's like smoother, it's not as sweet. It is dense, but it isn't like this is this is super filling. And then it has sort of a pastry crust that probably is more lard based, but really when you cut it up, like it's like I can only eat like a sliver, but when you cut it up, you're mostly getting the sweet dense filling inside, and maybe like the egg yolk that has some saltiness as a contrast. But yeah, I always get a mooncake like as when my kids were little to try, and my kids actually prefer the Japanese version, which is smaller and lighter. But I didn't know there's a green tea flavor. But we did get the pineapple cakes, which is similar to a mooncake. It looks the same, but the filling is a little bit, it's not beans. It's more like, almost like a pineapple jam-ish, but like solid, like more solidified. And that was a little sweet for me too, but I think of that type of dessert, I tend more towards the pineapple buns. So anyway, but it looks like a great way to learn about Mid-Autumn Festival with cute characters. And everyone should try a mooncake. So thank you to Penguin Workshop for sending me mooncakes, Moon Family. And thank you for watching.